Oh,
we like that jazzy no intro.
We do. We do like it. We just need to fade it. We just get it. Todd,
yeah.
Todd, you're watching. We need to get cracking. And I think Liz, are we a little crooked today?
You're a little crooked.
We're a little off.
Today, it's honestly, that pretty much sums up today.
It does. Just move it towards Nazareth a little
towards
bit.
me.
Slide it. Oh boy.
Maybe you just move the whole table.
Oh boy. Whoops, my bad.
Liz, just tilt the whole table.
We're a little off kilter there. I think we're okay. We're going to live.
It's good.
We can see the bottom of my feet now.
And you can't see mine.
Michael decided to do some dusting and cleaning last night and moved everything around on us. So.
And he was specifically instructed not to.
Well, that's a different. See, Nez, I'm already aggravated this morning, but that's all right. I yelled at Michael, and we're done. It's good. We're ready to roll. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oof. Good afternoon.
That's where we're stuck.
Welcome. Happy Friday. Welcome to Live from Rabs.
From Rabs Country Lanes.
Yeah. How are you today, Naz?
I'm okay. We're both having a similar day today, I think. It's up and down. But yeah. I think it's okay.
I think it's okay. Yeah, I hear you.
Listen, there's always somebody in a worse position than me. So I'm happy to be alive. My family is healthy. My friends are healthy. And yeah.
Naz, I mean, that's all that matters at this point.
What do we got? That's what we have.
Yeah.
That's what we have. So,
hello, everybody.
I'm wondering, I've felt a little out of touch the last few days. And I've been thinking about why that might be.
Yeah, Naz, tell me, why might that be?
I don't know for sure. But I haven't watched the updates. I haven't watched Cuomo. I haven't watched de Blasio. And I know Trump stopped for a little while. I don't know if he's back or he's doing them or not doing. But I haven't. And I was watching them every morning, especially Cuomo. But then I was watching de Blasio because his information was more specific to New York City. But you know what? Honestly, I haven't watched all week.
You haven't missed anything.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it was just
it's funny when I leave in the depending on what time I decide to come here.
Correct.
And I'm sorry. There's still dust flying, and now the air conditioning came on, and so now there's dust in my eyes. So, I was depending on what time I decide to get up and moving after doing things around the house. I'll watch. And so Anthony, I get the update from Anthony. Anthony sits there religiously with his coffee and ready to roll.
Oh, so
he drinks a pot of coffee these days, but he's there hanging out and he watches. So each night I'll come home, we're all having dinner, and that is one of the questions I ask. And to be quite honest, there hasn't been anything new. I mean, they're sharing that numbers have come down, but nothing that's relevant. And even de Blasio, it's all kind of the same stuff.
Right.
It's almost like, do they need to be doing the everyday? Cuomo, for him, it's more about the whole state. So some of the state got to reopen today, which is exciting, and it does show that there's progress and light at the end of the tunnel. At the same time, it's disheartening because what I don't understand, today I'm hearing from all over the place that June 13th is our extended pause date for New York City.
Correct, that's what I heard. But yet,
I don't know how truthful that is.
Right, because it seems like things are opening and people seem to be opening. And that's why I prefer, I liked when I watched it myself. So I wasn't getting relayed information. This is what they said. Right. And if I wasn't sure, I went right on and Googled it and figured it out. And
that happened in my own household. Even this morning, we're talking. My aunt was on the phone. She's asking questions. And we're all but again, it's past information. And so you want to give the factual. And I'm struggling because every time you hear something, you could come on down, friend. You don't have to come into the view. Poor Fran came into work for a little bit, and she needs me to sign something. So now here's your opportunity.
No, you're not. Just stay far over to the side. You'll be fine. Okay. No, not on. So
we're signing checks for bills. We don't have any money coming in. But
that's all right. Don't worry.
It's a beautiful thing. So
just don't put any postage on it or something.
Thank you, Francis. So, and for that, you came into work today. There are Jello shots inside for you. You can take whatever you want. But you may want to leave a couple. And donuts. But the donuts weren't for me. You bought donuts for Jimmy and Michael that I had to pick up.
The donut box is taped up, by the way.
Yeah. You say that like that was a present for me. Nice try.
I didn't know about the Jello shots. Well, that brightened my day.
She's going to leave a couple out for you, Naz.
I hope so.
So anyway, it's hard because you want the right information, and they're all over the place. So I'm hearing this June 13th. I haven't seen anything corroborate that, and I know that what I do know, I understand.
Right.
We, New York City, could go into phase 1 even before that. So to me, the date doesn't mean anything.
The date is movable, right?
If
they're probably setting a
target,
right? A target date, because people listen. This is the way things are. People want dates. People want dates. What are we talking about? And and I've stopped looking at social media because of rallies and people want to listen. If you feel comfortable going out, go out. Go where you have to go. But there are people who maybe their families have been affected that really don't want to, or they're frightened by it. And I'll be honest with you, I am one of them. My family wasn't, nobody in my immediate family was, but yeah, it's scary.
Michelle would like some Jello shots. Maybe if you're lucky, I can prepare some for you. Hi, cousin Lois, and you are amazing too. Melissa, oh yeah, check out this request. Nice try, Melissa. Nice.
You can take it. You can't go anywhere with it.
This is funny. Kevin, I have to somewhat agree with you. Social media equals fake scientists, doctors, and lawyers. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I'm cool with that. That's all fine with me. But I believe right now, we talked about this last couple weeks. There's just so much information, and you want to be able to take it and digest it yourself.
Hard to disseminate fact from fiction.
And as today is day 60 of the quarantine, another milestone. 60 days. So now after 60 days, we are truly, we are starting to go cuckoo.
Yeah, we definitely are. But so now, when I think back on at the beginning, how frightening it was. And all they talked about was flattening the curve. And every day you turned on the news or whatever, and the number was going up and up and up. And now the numbers are significantly down. Yeah.
I saw case numbers down, but then other numbers up. So there
are some numbers of hospitalizations maybe going up.
Try that again.
But now
say that again. Sorry.
Hospitalizations. Okay. But now, if you think about it, people may be more comfortable going to a hospital now, where a month ago, there was no chance of them going to a hospital.
Oh, no, the numbers aren't backwards. I made it says day 060. I made the last one a heart today, but I can see why that's confusing. I didn't even take that in consideration. Kathy said our numbers are backwards. How about that? Day 60. Yeah, I didn't even notice that either. Good catch. Bob, you can come down for a slice anytime you want when you come back to New York.
And that's one of the things we're going to talk about today, that Gennaro's is open today. Yeah,
I showed up today, and Marco had signs up outside, ready to rock and roll. Then slowly but surely, Tina was already here, and a little bit later,
another person is in the building. See, this is. Thank you, Piero. Thank you. So
we are at 10. We are at 10 people in the building today. Oh no,
Terry came in. Yeah,
we're 12, 13. Oh boy, that's a problem. The building's bigger.
So normally each day, I mean, we share it with you. Who's in the building? There's like 5 of us in here. Maybe me, Frankie, sometimes, a lot of times, Piero and Jimmy and my mom and Ray come in, but they stay in the shop. So that's it. Tops in the building. But now today, well, Gennaro's is open, which is great.
Olivia, if you're in the parking lot, I hope you're picking up some pizza. If you are in the parking lot.
They will deliver it to the car because we are way over the limit in the building right now. You had to pick today to come in, Terry? There's already too many people.
They have some things they have to get done together. So, and Terry's also here. Brian had a question. I wanted to come back to that because
let's take care of
today. We're going to spend a lot of time Q&A with Nazareth. So ask questions
and Frank
to the best. What did I say?
You said Q&A with Nazareth.
Oh no, with Nazareth. Q&A with Nazareth.
And Frank.
And Marco's going to pop in for a moment here a little bit.
Yeah.
So Brian, good question. So we have officially ended the 1920s.
He's talking about the summer leagues.
No. Read the question.
He's talking about did we decide?
He's asking about the kids leagues.
Yes, kids leagues.
Yeah, so all of the leagues, adult and youth leagues, have officially ended for the 1920 season. We are working through officially ending and working on closing all the leagues. League officers, Naz, as we've talked about, we've been working on the youth side. We have to just do some finalization. We only had a couple weeks left. We had 1 week left on Saturday mornings,
and maybe 3 or 4.
2 or 3 or 4 on Friday afternoons. So we have a little work to do there, but the season has officially ended. And at this point, it doesn't look like we're going to have a summer bowling league season.
No, but what we are planning on doing, which Frankie knows this or not, he might not, but we would do some sort of informal weekly, as long as we're open and everything is okay, come down. Maybe we put together teams by who shows up that day and do it, weekly instead of, based over the course of 8 weeks or 12 weeks, something we would normally do.
Right. But again, we don't know when we're going to open. So if we're looking closer to an August 1 opening, we're talking a few weeks. What we want to do is we want to give you some tools to get ready for the fall season.
Correct.
So to Naz's point, we don't know what that looks like.
We have no idea.
When we have a really clear picture of when phase 1 can start here in New York City, we'll have a better picture of what phase 4 looks like and when we get to that point. But until New York City opens, we really can't. We can't spend too much time and energy planning. We've got a lot of plans and ideas, but we're gonna float them and do what we can in the meantime. Kevin, thanks for the note. We are well, and I'm glad that you've been tuning in. We haven't seen you in a long time, and hope that you are well too. So the question was here. We are open for pizza, and Gennaro's is now open.
You could have pizza and bingo tonight.
She can. She could if she calls and orders. She can get it picked up. So Gennaro's is open for takeout, delivery, curbside pickup. It looks like Marco. Come over here, please.
So place your orders. I mean, they're happy to be back. We're happy to have them back.
I think Marco is looking at closing Sunday and Mondays, being open Tuesday to Saturday. Is that right? Come on in. Come on into the studio. We don't have a chair for you, but
you can stand right here.
Come and join us. You guys haven't seen Wait, I don't know if you're ready to see this. Check this out. The abominable snowman known as Marco Recchia.
There's a lot of facial hair.
So
that's being grown.
My quarantine beard.
I got to show you Jimmy's picture.
I saw.
We want the rights to be able to show the audience what Jimmy Libetti looks like these days.
Yeah, my daughter would kill me.
So Marco, Ann Hastings is going to be the first person that probably calls today for pizza.
Okay.
Tuesday to Saturday.
Yes. 11 to 9.
Okay. 9 o'clock. Woof.
9 o'clock.
Pushing the late hours.
You got daylight savings now, so people are walking around. By the time they get home,
that's right. It's still light out, like 8 o'clock.
It's like 8. I've been doing the last 2 nights on Zoom calls, and I've been sitting out on the deck. And I have to say,
are you fancy?
It's really nice. I have my glass of wine. I sit outside, and it was like about 8 o'clock. Truly, that the sun.
A little bit after
around 8:15.
Right,
so I figured everybody's coming back from their walk from the beach, boardwalk, whatever, from the park. So they'll sit down and say, "Hey, let's hopefully they'll order pizza or whatever." But we have pretty much everything that we on the menu. and we're looking to rock and roll.
So, Marco, Joe Lentini, of course, the jokes are here. Marco, you're the only one that's essential here, so thank you.
Yes.
And he is open 24/7. No. Are we delivering to Annandale?
Yes.
Eileen, give us a call. 3510192.
Yes.
718-351-0192. Yes.
All right. I'm going to put that in the chat. So, yes, we will get your delivery anywhere we can.
Yep.
That's awesome. Marco, how are you holding up?
It's been crazy, but health is more important. So we're all staying healthy, doing our thing. Just trying to keep busy, trying to keep occupied. It's uncharted waters, but this is what we have to deal with. So it's tough, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, and so you also have the pizzeria in Brooklyn, which you've been open during all this time, right?
Yes.
How's that going along?
That one's actually it's a lot more deliveries now, but starting to see a little bit more foot traffic. It actually evens out what it was doing before, maybe just a little bit more with the deliveries.
Oh, okay.
Because the people are afraid to come out.
Right.
We are doing, curbside pickup. We're also doing, if they pay in advance, we also do it, drop it off at their door as they wish. But it's going well. I mean, we're keeping busy over there.
Well, that's good, because, it's such a hard, times are hard, man. It's not easy, and anything, I'm sure the community that you're in appreciates having you guys there too.
Yeah.
Brian likes the beard.
Oh, thank you, Brian. Thank
Brian
you.
approves. And yes, Brian, any money that's owed back, any money that's been overpaid and owed is certainly going to go back, and everybody will get a formal notification of what that looks like.
That's one of the things that we have to
clear up.
Figure it out. We have to figure it out.
Michelle said her and Joe will be calling too. I think Joe and Michelle might have been one of the last customers before we closed up. Between
Michelle,
them
Joe,
and the
Kenny,
Bonos.
Sotos and the Bonos, yeah. So, well, we're back, guys. We're back.
I like it. The best pizza in town.
Thank you.
That's here in Dongan Hills for sure. And we got a lot of good pizza here on Staten Island. I can't lie. Ours is pretty good.
Right up there. Right up there, and ranks in the top.
Yeah. And it's not your regular. To me it's old school
regular pizza. Not any kind of the bougie kind of.
Bougie.
It is some pizzas. Yeah. It really is very fancy, and
like Goodfellas was they were of the first fancy pizzas.
Right.
That brick oven, and I love their pizza for a different reason.
Right.
Round Pie is going to be opening up over here across from Staples.
Yeah, across from Staples.
But that little pushback shopping center?
Where Verizon used to be.
Yeah, below Bella Vita.
On the same side as
right below Cafe Bella Vita. Yeah. So Cafe Bella Vita is now going to smell like pizza. But what their pizza is good too. If you go to their location, they fry bits of their dough, and that's what they use under the crust. I don't know if that's a secret, but I think they share that. Yeah.
What?
They fry bits of their dough, and that's what they use on in the pizza crust on the bottom. It's different.
There you have it.
And that's bougie pizza too. But actually, the bougiest pizza is probably Pizza Giove.
Giove, right? Absolutely.
And that's like a whole different.
But it's delicious. I love their pizza.
Their pizza is.
Even Seppi, very good.
Yeah.
Like gourmet-ish kind of pizza.
So one of the things people don't know, Marco, during Lent you give up pizza.
Yes.
Now wait, I'm going to back up a little bit because Marco gives up pizza during Lent, which is a good thing because he can eat a lot of pizza. But at times he would put sauce and cheese on a roll. So now this year, Lent kind of went away by the wayside. Did you actually stick through it this year with Lent?
After Lent?
No, through Lent. Did you actually get to the end of Lent?
Yes, I did.
Without
yes,
pizza?
without pizza. Yes, without a slice of pizza. Yes.
And no fakies, no cheese and sauce on something that
No cheese, no sauce. Actually, I would do I would call it my grilled cheese wrap, and that would be my cheese kick with the flour, with the dough. It would be a grilled cheese wrap, but no pizza. No, gave it up.
But it's like pizza in a wrap.
So would you just take pizza and roll it in a roll, and that would be
no, because it had no sauce. It was yellow American cheese. It was
American cheese.
It was American cheese. Grilled cheese wrap.
Okay, that doesn't count, Frank.
Yeah, doesn't count.
He stuck to it.
I think there's some fibbing happening here, but it's all right.
Why would Brian say that?
Oh, Wow. You know what? We're going to tell Joe Cal that. You love Joe Cal, but you'd rather have Marco. You're only saying that because Marco's standing right here. And, you know.
And he's not going to give you free pizza. So
we can work something out. But I love you, Joe. I love you.
And the cool part about the pizza that you make and what we have here, it's a Staten Island tradition. So Gennaro's was open in New York for the longest time. And the same recipe, the same ingredients. I think it's slightly different because of the ovens. And I think that's with every pizza, but it's close.
Pretty close. It's pretty close.
What's your favorite thing to make?
My favorite thing to make? I like to be creative.
You do?
Yeah. On my pizzas, I like to be creative. My favorite, pizza-wise, I like to make ziti pie. I like to make a big ziti or a vegetable pie. I like to be creative. I like to see what I have on hand and then
just throw it together.
Put it together.
So, what's your favorite to eat?
Oh boy.
Oh, that would be the regular slice.
Regular.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of toppings. I mean, buffalo chicken would be second, I would say, but regular slice.
I'm the same.
Yeah,
I feel the same.
Yeah.
I love regular.
I like it unadorned.
Yeah.
Regular,
pick it up, fold it,
put it in the oven a little bit, make it a little crispy on the well done side. Yeah. Well, now you can use the fork.
I don't know if our pizza lovers are here that say that buffalo chicken is not on dough with cheese is not pizza, but I would still say it's pizza.
Yeah, I still call it.
But I agree that the regular. I like a pepperoni slice. I like it all on pizza, but a good regular slice. Yeah. And I like it the same way. I like the cheese to be a little. Yeah. I don't like that. I
like that little crunchy. It's got to be.
Which you excel in. I mean, Arturo probably makes one of the best.
Yes.
Next to you.
Yes. No. He's better than me.
Well,
you heard it here.
As he puts his head down.
Breaking news.
Yeah,
Arturo. Breaking news. Arturo makes a better pizza than Marco, according to Marco.
Here you go. Here's a question. Why do you guys use ranch dressing?
Oh, that's a good question.
On your buffalo pizza instead of blue cheese dressing? That keeps me from ordering it there.
Really?
Most people don't like blue cheese.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like blue cheese.
I love blue cheese.
Me too.
Well, a lot of people do like blue cheese. I think the blue cheese gives it that sharp taste.
It definitely has a more tangy.
The ranch is a little bit more sweeter on the buffalo chicken. We've done blue cheese, but
Hillary, you could order a personal pie
with blue cheese.
With the blue cheese,
sure.
But I will say, people that see it, that is a common question. If I'm up there and they see that, they go, "Oh, is that ranch or blue cheese?" And if it was blue cheese, they wouldn't order it. I think most people like it's savory versus
I'll eat the ranch, but I would rather.
Me too. I'm a blue cheese person.
Somebody else in here?
Stephanie.
Oh. No, that's Is that
Stephanie?
No, it's Stephanie.
What the? Piero, lock the door, please.
These are people that have their own keys. Are you guys planning a coup or something? Because I don't think that this was all in the plans for today. Oh, she was picking something up.
Picking up food.
I can't. Oh, wait a second. Kevin just texted me and said that he was here for the Jell-O shots. He sent you for Jell-O shots? Is that what happened?
Did she take all of them?
She took them all.
I made Jell-O shots for them to have for bingo night. So, and you guys started.
I hope there's more left in there.
Yeah, you better leave some behind.
I'll make my own.
There you go. Check this out. And Hillary, we are open. So if you wanted to take out pie, and I've seen you and Rob have been making pizzas at home, which we have too, which is fun. But you can certainly order your own pie with blue cheese, and it'll be delivered to you.
Yes.
So I was going to ask the folks, and they started saying this. I want to know what your favorite pizza, what your favorite food item is that you enjoy when you come bowling.
Okay, so yeah, I have a question too from Marco. So if I wanted to make pies, I've never done the make a pie at home thing. What do I need? Do I need a special oven? Do I need a special stone for my pizza to be on? What if I wanted to go home tonight?
Oh, thank you. You could do it many ways. If you want to make a pizza at home, I would prefer doing it on the stone, preheating the stone.
Okay.
And then you could either coat it with flour or semolina, whatever you have at home. Then roll out the dough to the size of the stone.
Right.
Preheat the stone first. I recommend preheating the stone first.
I have a stone. I have a Pampered Chef one. It's the same. It's good.
Yeah, that works. Preheat the stone. Then take it out carefully. Lay out the pizza on the stone, and then put your sauce cheese on it, toppings.
I don't have to do the whole twirl it up in the air.
Oh, you can do that too. You have to find it out. You have to make it to the shape.
Even, right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a process, but it's fun. It's fun doing it at home. But it's just, it's not the same when you do it at home compared to here.
Yeah,
I've tried it at home many times. Just not the same.
It's probably the way the whole oven heats up and
with the dough.
Well, when you're looking here, you're looking at a commercial oven. So
how hot do those ovens
They could go up to 800 degrees, but we cook our pizza at like 475, 450.
450, 475. Yeah. So if I put it in my oven at home, would I use that same temperature, or would I make it a little hotter? Or
you would go a little less. You would probably say 350 in your oven. It's probably going to take a little longer to cook, being that your oven is smaller.
Right.
So the heat's going to stay enclosed.
Right. Okay.
So 350, 375 for about maybe 15, 20 minutes. My oven, it's at 450. Takes about 8 minutes, 10 minutes to cook.
Yeah, like when we get the frantic call, hey, I'm coming in. Nobody turned the oven on. You got to turn the oven on. But making it home, and we've done it many times, and I mean, it's never, the last one's always the best one.
Right, of course, because you're like, we won't do that next time.
So, Marco, you guys have put together pizza kits for people to make their own personal pies at home. And I think one of the best tips, one, you need a lot of flour. Because and a lot of times I think we wind up keeping all of our ingredients together. You don't want that flour or the dough to warm up, because then all it does is stick to whatever it's on. So you have to keep it cool, and you got to keep it.
And look, they're Met colors.
So
just hand it to Frankie over there. You're fine. Look, you're not even on, Fran.
Look at this. We got Jello shots.
She's camera shy.
Wow.
It makes you look more bigger, and I'm already bigger.
We don't have enough
Fran,
here. Yeah. I'll leave these just in case Naz wants to indulge more, and then we have got a drunk Naz in the show.
You want to know what's in the orange ones?
So the orange ones, we have creamsicle, and then these are the blue pina coladas. They're like blue Hawaiians, the blue pina coladas. Creamsicle is vodka. It's the Pinnacle whipped, and the blue one is Malibu. So she'll do the orange one.
I'm gonna have to make some of these up tonight.
So I asked what their favorite pie and their favorite food was. So Joe and Michelle love the eggplant pizza. I love the eggplant nice and thin on my pizza. Arturo makes the best fresh mutz pizza. Oh, I might have to argue that one. I think Aldo makes the best fresh mutz pizza. Just saying.
Aldo's doing very well. He's going crazy. He wants to come back to work.
I can't imagine what Aldo's going through.
He's got to be driving his wife crazy.
Yes, she is.
Oh, John Wilders likes the chicken rolls. Hey, John.
John, we'll ship them to you, John.
John, he's coming up here soon.
Oh, okay.
He's making the ride up. Can you really eat a chicken roll these days? The stomach's a little smaller. Eating a chicken roll probably not be the best thing for you.
They eat a chicken roll about this size.
We have to slice it up and cut it up. So what you didn't know today that watching, you didn't know that you were going to get some tips on making pizza at home. And you get to see Marco. Is Tina yelling at you?
No, she's making.
Do I have to favorite? We want you to pick your favorite. Yeah, we want you to pick something. Well, you said you like the buffalo chicken, Hillary.
Well, she said she likes it, but she doesn't order it.
She loves them all, though. I like. Michelle says we can agree to disagree, and that's okay too. Cool. Everybody wants a tray of Jello shots. They don't ship well, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. So Frank, what is the recipe for which I consider this to be the perfect Jello shot? But because you make these in the machine, you're making like a batch at one time. So if you were going to make them at home, tell us how you would do that.
I no longer make Jello shots at home, Ness. Come on.
When you did, Frank.
I didn't. Fran, I'm going to confess something here, but it's nothing that I ever lied. I don't make Jello shots at home. That's something Fran does.
Okay.
Fran is the Jello shot queen when it comes to making Jello shots at home.
All right.
So we're going to have to ask her that question. I, these days, have this fancy Keurig, the Jevo gelatin shot maker that we use here at Rabs.
Which is friggin' awesome.
Which makes a perfect shot every time. And I will say we can do just about anything in that machine.
We might have to have some ready to go because Michelle is coming to get pizza later, and she says she's going to pick up a couple of Jello shots.
This could be a future special, though. Pick up a pie and get a couple of Jello shots.
There you go.
No.
There it is.
We'll do that. We'll have to have some on deck. So if you want to order them, you'll be able to order them. We don't have any beer to sell. All the beer is basically gone. So we don't have beer to sell. We could send some cocktails, but I think we're going to sell some Jello shots.
Yeah, let's do that. I think that's a great idea.
The blue one. This is one of our best sellers. These are two of our best sellers.
That blue
the
one,
creamsicle and the blue one. The blue one is Malibu, blue curacao, pineapple juice. That's all it is. And the cool thing about the machine, it makes it perfect where it's a half of shot of liquor in each one shot. So it makes them even and they taste great. But these two of our
so if
best
anybody
sellers.
has any other Jello shot ideas or recipes, put them up there. Let us know.
Brian's not much of a pizza eater from what he said before, but he likes the white pie. I like the white pie too.
White pie.
I like the white pie with garlic. Like I like when that's like more of a garlic white pizza.
Oh look, they're all non-social distancing together.
Yeah. We might have to fumigate this place in a little while after they all leave. Village Maria Grandma Pie. I don't think I've had Village Maria.
I haven't had that.
They're owned by Pronto, I believe, also, right?
Are they?
That's on Giffords and Great Kills?
It's on Giffords.
Yeah, I think that's also one of Pronto's.
Really?
I could be wrong, but
I don't know if it's listed.
That it's one of theirs.
I don't think when I.
But around the corner is Nona's, and their grandma pie is really good.
Listen,
and Aldo makes
a good grandma.
The grandma pie here.
Yes, yes, he does. Yes.
Anchovies pressed into the dough. No. I do like the pizza, like the consarde, which Aldo does. The St. Joseph's pasta, but he makes a pizza.
Right.
Anchovies, onions, and breadcrumbs.
Yes.
That's really good. But I don't know if I've ever, Marco, is there a name for that?
Yeah.
Anchovies in the dough like that?
Anchovies in the dough? No. You have to be careful what you put in the dough these days. There's a lot of allergies out there. So, I mean, that's probably an old school thing to get the salt taste in the dough. But you have to be careful these days.
Well, yeah, like that's even with the oil, right? So, so many different allergies. So we use peanut-free oil, which is a big thing for people that have allergies. And then even in the dough, like sometimes you wonder what people are putting in their food.
Yeah.
And so, Hillary, welcome back to Live from Rabs. We make you hungry every day. That's what we do here. Yesterday, the last couple of days, I mean, we're talking food, but yesterday I was even more hungry.
Oh, when we left, so bad I wanted to go to Leo's. It took every ounce of strength.
Yeah, and since
not to go get that burger.
Marco, I don't know if you caught yesterday's show. So yesterday we had Leo from Leo's Deli on, and you have to see. I have to send him. You have to see his Instagram. The burgers, wraps, and salads, and he's got some really cool stuff. And he was on with us and talking about how he's changed and what he's doing. But I was hungry, and after the show, my sister-in-law Fran sent me photos. She goes, "We have to try this." I got photos from somewhere else. Everybody wants to try Leo's, so we have to go. We have to order Leo's.
That's his toasted croissant breakfast sandwich.
Oh,
yeah,
that's enough for two.
Yes.
So we didn't do a shot together. You guys just jumped right in.
Oh, sorry.
He's done already.
I have to say, I don't know how good this goes with my cappuccino, but I don't really care. And I wasn't anticipating having Jello shots today, but those are good. And if we need to call someone to fumigate,
Rob is right there.
Exterminator Rob is ready to come. Yeah, Rob, the fumigation that I'm talking about, I don't know. Do you have human grade fumigation supplies? Listen, there's nothing like a good pizza. And I would say the theme here all the time, we always talk about pizza. Vicky's trying to get our attention. Vicky, what's your problem? Can't you see we're busy here?
So
Vicky's probably busy doing raffles on one of the Facebook raffle pages.
So other than pizza, what would you say is your favorite non-pizza item at Gennaro's? Let's say what's the most popular?
Wraps.
Wraps, right?
Yeah. Grilled chicken wrap, grilled chicken Caesar wrap. Wraps seems to be very popular. There's a lighter on the bread, on the carbs.
Right.
The fresh ones, roasted peppers with the balsamic glaze on it. Or you could do the Kevin Bono wrap, the chicken parm with the French fries in it. People get very creative with the wraps these days. We sell a lot of wraps. more than the sandwiches.
More than so obviously the difference between a wrap, I guess, and a panini is the panini is heated, right? Or do you use different?
No, we heat up the wraps also.
Okay.
It's like the paninis are pressed. It's a pressed, so you get that crunchiness on the bread. Right. It's a heated pressed bread. But most likely, it's mostly the wraps.
David Michael loves the chicken pesto wrap. Wait, there's a name for that though. Is that which one? What do you call that? Is it Genevieve?
Is it Genevieve?
Genevieve,
Genevieve, yes.
The paninis have special names. There's nothing named after me yet.
Yet.
The Kevin Bono wrap with the French fries.
I didn't know about the chicken pesto wrap. How did I not know that?
It's delicious.
I like.
And
pesto.
I'm not a big pesto person.
I like pesto.
I'm hot or cold with pesto. Yeah. But it's funny, especially for bowlers. When you're bowling, you want to eat something. Like that. It's got to be easy, right? So the things that we sell the most of, right, are French fries, wings, pizza, the wraps. And for me, bowling on Tuesday night, like we have a thing. We're always ordering food,
right?
And try to change it up, but we never change it up. We order the same things, but it's easy just to order the wrap, and then you just go back and forth and enjoy it.
Right.
Calamari on the menu. I mean, that
something to consider later on.
Not now.
No, not now.
So your menu now, you're somewhat limited, right? There are things that you don't have, and I mean, you're not going to order crazy bulk because we don't want it to go to waste.
Right.
But you have just about everything.
We just have about everything. Yes.
Okay.
Couple of things we don't have, but mostly we do have everything, from salads to sandwiches, heroes, wraps, pizza. Pretty much have everything.
What's your best seller in the Brooklyn? Food, any food.
It's mostly pizza there. It's mostly pizza. It's not much of a sandwich would be second, but it's mostly pizza there.
But there are other delis, right? I would imagine
there's a lot more competition out there. The area is more confined where I am, so it could be there's a pizzeria like 3 blocks away. There's a deli 2 blocks away. Supermarket on the next corner. So the competition is more fierce there.
It's densely populated too, so which makes sense.
Which helps.
Which helps too, right? It goes both ways.
Yeah.
And I know when Kathy Guarneri was working, she keeps you busy with her teachers.
Yes, Kathy Guarneri. We missed the schools. We did a lot of work with Kathy Guarneri in her school, PS 99. Missed doing a lot of that this year.
Yeah.
Oh, seafood salad. That is one of my favorite things. Gennaro's at the restaurant, he always made a really good seafood salad. And I have to say his calamari was probably one of the best.
One of the best.
And always included the legs, which the cheap ones don't include the legs.
Yep.
So when you don't get the legs, that's usually the frozen bag, not necessarily always the good stuff. Right?
No,
you're the food guy.
Yeah. The thing with seafood is tough because there's not much of a long shelf life for it. The turnover has to be really quick.
Right.
If not, then you just, because
you're stuck with it.
You're stuck with it, you have to throw it away. Yeah. There's not much you could do with seafood.
Yeah, especially now because we're closed, our captive audience is in here, so it's a little bit more difficult. But you can't really stop. We already had enough loss. We don't need more loss.
Right.
But we want to be able to operate some of the business. Tina, John Wilders wants a cheeseburger, but you might not want to make it yet.
Maybe make him one of those little mini sliders.
We might have to freeze it by the time he gets here. But he actually, it's funny. He said he was coming in the coming weeks. Vicky said carrot and celery sticks are all that she's eating right now. Well, she went from baking for us every single day.
Yeah, well, she misses us then, I guess.
Maybe
it's probably better
for
her. It's better for her that she's not working.
I'm so glad, Vicky, you're watching the show and you're not working. Which Vicky and I were the only ones here for a little while today. Hey, I want what, Michael? Yeah, that's not. You guys shared your favorite pizza. For those that are watching, and I'm gonna put a poll out later on Facebook. But I want you, those that are watching, share your favorite food other than pizza.
Yeah.
What's your go-to item when you're here, when you're in the bowling center and you're bowling, that that you want to have? That's always interesting to me because
non-pizza items.
When I laugh, but it's awesome. Wednesday nights, when Mary was working Wednesday night, she used to get very flustered, but she had her way. The guys that bowl in the men's league pre-order their food, but they get but they get trays of food because they all go in together.
A lot of those guys come in for dinner. You know, they come from work and they come here and they eat
but
dinner,
they pool. They pool their money. They get a whole bunch of things, which I think is cool. But every week it's like this huge tray of food is going out to the lanes. Oh, Rob is barbecue chicken pizza. That's what Rob. I said not pizza. I want to know what you know. The bacon, lettuce, tomato wrap. Or BLT wrap.
BLT wrap.
It's a good classic.
Yeah.
I'm a BLT fan.
Yeah.
Tina laughs at me when I order one. She goes, "You don't eat this," and I really don't. Like when if I eat something that I'm not typically eating,
something different.
Yeah. The one day she almost didn't. I wanted Bubba chicken finger bacon American Jack cheese wrap. Oh, that sounds amazing. I've seen you eat that, and that really does look good. A cocktail. Tina yells at me like if the one day I ordered chicken fingers and fries, and she goes, "You don't eat that," and I'm not making that for you. I said, "No, really, I want this." She goes, "You don't eat fried food." I said, "I do when I want it." And please.
And I don't. Right. It's like because I think we're both kind of in the same boat. I don't eat it that often, but when I want it, I'm gonna have what I want.
I don't think Terry knows when Rob's next project is coming to be. We barely knew when. Rob barely knew when that was going to be. A good question, but I don't think there's a time frame. We had Rob on the show talking about his next project.
Yes. No. Yeah. I think it sounded like I was a little ways out.
Yeah.
But we can find out from Terry, and we'll talk about it.
We'll add it to the list here. Chicken finger bacon American Jack cheese. Oh, now I'm hungry again. I wasn't really hungry. I really wasn't.
I usually don't eat until we go home. So like I don't have breakfast. I don't eat all day.
Yeah, I'm attributing
we go home.
My losing weight to not eating lunch.
Yeah, well, I haven't. That trend has ended for me. So.
It's so bizarre, but we would eat lunch every day, and although I have to say, the couple times I'd go and grab a bag of Cheez-Its or something, and that becomes lunch, and that's not really good.
Yeah.
And now that you guys are back, it's even easier because then I can have some pizza or have something. I'm looking forward to having pizza tonight. Pizza and bingo tonight.
Pizza and bingo.
Pizza and bingo. That's what we're doing tonight.
And probably a couple of Jell-O shots.
Well, we already had the Jell-O shots. So Dave actually piped in and said, if I find the comment here, Dave says, bingo's going to be a little interesting tonight. Can't drink all day if you don't start early. We don't, I have to, the misconception is I don't really drink. I have that glass of wine that I have on the bingo set. I don't even get to finish. I don't even get to finish it.
Especially starting last week. You were really busy with the
I was trying to figure it all out. Oh, wait. Yes, bingo tonight. Wait. Bingo tonight. We're pulling out all the stops.
Oh, boy.
We've got more fun and games.
Clowns and magicians? What do you got?
I mean, we're going to have an audience tonight. Because Marco and Tina are still going to be here making pizza. So we're going to have a little bit of an audience to feed off of tonight.
Oh, okay.
No, we have some surprises in store. So I'm going to share it now while we're talking about it.
Come on, tell us.
Bingo tonight. If you've watched anything or paid attention here, and if you don't pay attention, that's cool too.
Just hearing the voices.
Yeah, for some of you, it is what it is. So tonight, the North Shore Rotary, we've been hosting virtual bingo night. This is the third week. You could still play along. Visit sinorthshorerotary.org/bingo, and you could buy a bingo card for $10 or multiple.
Super fun.
Yeah, chances into a money raffle, $5 a chance. We spin the wheel of names. We give away gift cards to local restaurants, cash prizes for the money raffle, and for the jackpot full card win. The more that play, of course, the more prizes we give out.
Money.
Over the last couple of weeks, we've given away about $3,000 in prizes.
Yeah.
So, and you could play from out of town. We've sent Amazon gift cards, and we've got all different sorts of prizes to send out.
A lot of fun.
Visit us, and then we go live from. Nazareth gets replaced as my evening co-host. Christine Dehart comes into the studio, and we play bingo. Christine calls the numbers. She makes some really bad jokes.
She's still chasing the balls down the lanes?
No, last week she didn't have any.
Last week she didn't have
Last week she was good.
Yeah, last week we didn't have to go. Last week, the week before, it was the bowl right before the end of the bingo game that we had to go fetch. And it was funny. Melissa won Melissa Camera won the first week and asked, "Hey, did the ball that went down the lane, was that the winning number?"
Winning number.
And I actually went back. It was the one like right before. But no, she did good last week. She was in control of her calling the numbers.
I think she said she was practicing. I don't know.
I hope she was practicing. She needs a little bit more practice. But, the challenge for it is that we use this website that controls the card. So we have to pick our numbers, put the numbers in, show the numbers. And so last week I got a little fancy trying to figure out how to do it. And I mean, we were on a roll.
It was I will say it was much easier last week with the numbers on the screen.
Yeah, so the numbers on the screen. I think tonight I added some color, so it should be a little bit easier to follow. We're getting there. By the time,
fancy.
By the time we're through quarantine.
You're so fancy.
We'll be fancy figured out. Hey, and today is Friday, May 15th. And if anybody, you guys, our regular watchers know this, but for those that don't, just tuning in today, live right here, we had breaking news. Marco, do you even know this? We launched a talent competition. Right on this show, we launched Rabs Got Talent. And so, Naz, tell the audience about Rabs Got Talent.
Okay, so listen, this is the thing. You have something you do that's cute or funny or amazing. Maybe you sing. Maybe you do a little the TikTok dance. Maybe you do gymnastics. Maybe like me, like my dog knows how to spell. I might submit that. So
Presley does what?
He spells.
Spells?
Yeah. Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't actually spell. Like we say to him, OUT, and he runs to the door. He knows it's out, so he can spell that. And he has a couple other little talents that some are annoying, but
I didn't know this about Presley.
Huh? Yes,
I did not know this about Presley.
He like when my ring goes off, he knows to go to the door or the window, which a lot of dogs do because they just get programmed. And we also do this thing where he catches the ball like in the air. Right, throws the ball up on the roof and it rolls down.
Oh, then he's
and he catches it. Yeah.
So P.S.
P.S. You could have it doesn't have to be a dog. It could be probably not a cat. Cats they're a whole different breed of animal anyway. Could be anything, any kind of pet that you have that maybe you do a pet trick. Send it in. We want to see your talent. That's what we want. And the deadline is tonight. So we need some talent. Come on.
Hey, we don't discriminate against goats bowling, but goats, no, we can't have the goats here. And whatever you do with your goats, please keep your goats
listen,
safe.
If your goat bowls, send in the talent.
We want a video of them bowling somewhere.
We absolutely
I mean, that would be, that could be funny.
We really do.
I'm sitting here with Stans. We're sitting here. Don't people know that we're live? We've got a live show every day from 2 to 3 o'clock.
Are people calling you?
Yeah, our friend John Pendola has now called me 3 times while we're sitting here. Maybe John's not on the Facebook, but if somebody's watching that's friends with John, text him and tell him I cannot answer his phone right now. I'm a little busy. We have to get back to John because he's trying to set up the end of the bowling season for the Miss Mates Bowling League.
He may be calling you again to ask if they could extend ways.
No. Anyway, so today, right now, you have all day today, tonight to submit your talent for Rabs Got Talent. bowlatrabs.com/talent.
Something's going on with the feed right now.
So that's what you got. Submit your talent. We want to see it. We want to showcase. We want to crown a champion.
Yes.
I just hope that that last call wasn't somebody maybe delivering something that might be.
You want to check the door?
Can you check the door? I'm sorry, Liz. Please and thank you. Just in case somebody happened to come. I didn't recognize that number. We did get deliveries today. Hey, breaking news. I got to FedEx. Now, I don't think I shared with the audience at home. So I don't know if you guys know this. And any of our business friends.
They have been really difficult to deal with.
FedEx, yes. FedEx, sadly, has been very difficult. So if you are in business and you are a non-essential business, FedEx has you on a list of no delivery. So they're sending back your orders. They're not holding
Or worse than that, they're sending them to their warehouse and they're sitting there. They're not even sending them back to the sender.
Yeah. Thank you, Liz. I'm sorry. I appreciate that. So anyway, we've been trying to call FedEx, and you can't call anybody right now because people are waiting for packages. And I'm telling you, the last week I spent hours on hold. So finally, through Nazareth's advice, and the advice that I would always give someone is go to social media. So I sent a direct message via Facebook and Twitter to FedEx. They responded finally after a whole day after a whole day via Twitter. And I got a couple people, which were great. They took care of it. They're sending it up. They're going to add us to, and we are closed, but we're able to accept deliveries. And the challenge for businesses today, we're now ordering stuff to get prepared for opening.
Correct.
So now let's say one of the products I ordered from Granger was out a case of alcohol.
Yep.
Well, it got sent back. So I had to reorder and send it through UPS. No clue, Liz. No clue. So I had to replace the order. So now I had to pay the stocking fee. And guess what? They only had 3 bottles left.
Wow.
So it just, if anybody's in business and having some issue with their shipments, FedEx is the issue. UPS, our guy's been great.
Oh yeah, UPS has been great. Even the Postal Service, considering, has been okay. But FedEx, even I was on the phone with my daughter this afternoon. They were waiting for a package to her work also, and they went through the same thing because the office is in a state park, whatever that means. That the state park was closed, so FedEx
that's interesting.
Didn't deliver there.
Yes, good observation, Kenny. Kenny just noticed that you had a beard.
Did he just tune in?
I think Kenny just joined the show.
Kenny just tuned in?
So anyway, check out, if you're not getting a delivery, go look it up. That's my rant for the day. But I was excited. I finally get them. I got them via exchange, direct message on Twitter, and I believe
Social
it's been
media.
recognized. Been reconciled. However, we'll see. I'm waiting for a package. We'll see where that takes us. Hey, we've been showing some old photos. I didn't ask for approval, but I'm going to show it anyway.
Gosh.
I got an old photo, right? So it is our 25th anniversary, Marco, and we've been sharing some old photos. And
there it is. I saw
gem.
Wow.
An absolute gem. It's Nazareth, Naz Jr.,
Linda Marchanti,
Liz, and Rose.
There is no way I'm that much shorter than my daughter.
You are. Your daughters are tall.
Naz was probably wearing heels, but
what was this function? This was a function.
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
There's flowers in the back.
I don't know if this was our. I don't know if this was our. Could this be when the
Party room
grand opening?
I
The
wasn't
time
wearing
frame's
that.
about right.
I wasn't wearing that.
Yeah, does it? I don't know.
and I'm in a t-shirt, so
Yeah, no, it's maybe a birthday. Could be a birthday of some
I
kind.
think it was somebody's birthday. But then
Was
when
that Linda Marchanti.
Yeah, that's Linda.
Even a picture with her. Is it maybe her birthday?
Hey, be nice. I don't know whose birthday it was, but Linda, I have to say, Linda is the one that trains me at the front counter. I used to work with Linda on Saturday afternoons after bowling. That was a fun time.
her husband Michael tunes in every once in a while.
Yeah, I know. I see it pop up. I know.
That was an oldie.
That was an oldie. And Rose was still bowling on Thursday night.
Thursday night, so it was last
it's
year.
nice to see Rose when we get to see her.
And she looks exactly the same.
She hasn't changed. Linda changed over the years, and so have you. And I mean, Naz, Naz, not really.
No, but me and Naz have.
Your sister's not as a goth these days. Oh, so it's our old photo of the day. Marco, you see those?
I see that.
That's something special.
You guys don't age.
They don't age. No,
Don't age.
that's like 25 years old. That picture. Naz, so what did you wind up cooking last night? What was the eventual decision?
Actually, I had chicken salad. It's a salad with some rotisserie chicken, actually. And Liz ordered pizza, so Ray had 3 big salads and pizza.
Wow, he was hungry.
He eats a lot of salad.
It's a good thing.
Because that's pretty much what he eats. So, yeah, he just keeps going back for salad. And I make a big, huge bowl and have at it.
Well, Marco, welcome to the show. What was on your dinner table
What did you
last
guys
night?
have last night?
We had actually Tina made ribeye.
That she doesn't eat. So I have to say, she's a good sport. She's a good sport. She won't eat.
She sliced some potatoes with baked it in the oven with some onions on top, a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper. That was outside. She had the salad with tuna fish on it. And she also made, it's called in Italian, it's called a scappette.
Okay.
It's a gutted out zucchini, and she stuffs it with the zucchini. She cubes, cuts it up.
I was gonna make that. I got a big, huge
olives.
zucchini.
She makes them a lot. I love that they look awesome. I have to ask her. She's gonna have to make those things. I love
really good. So that's what we had.
What about you, Frank?
We ordered in.
That's right. You ordered yesterday.
I was so excited.
That's right. You had Lestrada.
I got a little piece of some normalcy last night. So I ordered a dinner from Lestrada for us. I picked it up. It's a little depressing because you have to get up to the door and you can't go inside. But Marcos and Jesus took care of me. I got a stuffed artichoke. I ate half of it, and then I had the linguine malafemina, which is one of my favorite dishes. Usually I get it with capellini, and yesterday I just left it alone.
Yeah.
It's better with capellini. I had a salad, and then of course I got a large container of pasta fazool, so that's for later because they really do make a good pasta fazool, and their stuffed artichokes are really good. What, the artichoke? Yeah. Oh yeah, they make it. If I'm gonna have a stuffed artichoke out, and it's so messy, it's there or Cafe Luna. Cafe Luna makes a really good one too.
Yeah, we've had it there. Yeah.
Yeah, and Lestrada's is they're about the same. They were both really, really good, and that pasta fazool is delicious. What'd you get? Money? Oh, great! Just put it on my desk. I got a bill. I was hoping for a check. It would have been nice.
Yeah, that's.
So yeah, and tonight we're gonna have pizza for bingo. What are you gonna eat during bingo?
I'm having salmon tonight. I'm gonna have some salmon and some asparagus. Ray doesn't eat salmon, so I'll be making him some grilled chicken. And I'm gonna put it on the plate anyway.
Shrimp and lobster on Mother's Day.
Yeah,
good for him.
He says I don't like it. I said just take a little.
But then
bite.
He was allergic to it, right? I don't like it. I'm allergic to it.
Yeah, but he pretty much eats anything. So.
Tina and I were just talking about the salmon thing, and I love salmon, but at the times there's only so much you can eat. We just had this conversation before. She's like, I'm sick of salmon for now, and it's true. Like that's one of those things that I can't. Yeah. Like I can eat chicken every night,
right?
But then in my house, like they'll all argue, no, we can't eat chicken every night. And so everybody's got this.
I have chicken every night, and my people. Oh, well, Ray doesn't complain. My mom is like, chicken again?
I can see her saying that too.
What do you have?
Is Greta here today?
Is who?
Greta? She's here. She's hanging out. Probably watching her stories.
That's all right. Her stories? Oh, she's in the shop.
She's in the shop watching
the
TV.
Stories. Yeah, there's a. They're only going to have so much new content. That's especially now that LA is going to be shut down for an extended period of time, which is nuts. Yeah. But they're not going to be able to film and
I don't know what she's watching, but she's watching something. She watches something in there.
A lot of reruns.
Yeah. And even if when they show the old soap operas,
they're really bad.
They're so bad, but the storyline's the same.
Same. Yeah.
And then somehow the same people are just resurrected.
Yes.
They kill them, and then
they come back.
So how far have you gotten on Money Heist?
Okay, so I was it really it took a turn.
What part are you up to?
I am up to the part where I can't remember the name, but when I say what happened to her, when they strapped her to the cart and they pushed her outside because she was gonna she threatened the one guy.
I can't remember did they put Nairobi on the cart?
No, not Nairobi. The other girl, the one with the short hair. Nairobi has long hair.
Yes.
Because that was the one thing they did. The one thing she didn't want.
Right.
She didn't want to surrender.
Right.
She was going down. She was like, so they did the one thing she didn't want, which I thought was great because that pissed her off to no end. So yeah, they sent her out on the cart, and then what's his name? The guy got arrested. It was all over the place, and I was like, I got to rerun that. I got to go back and watch that again. But so that's the area where I'm up to.
Right. I mean, Naz, it just wait. You watched it?
Yeah, I finished it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did too.
Yeah.
But I see, because now the episodes are getting more like everything. Like every episode at the end, you're like, what the heck is going to happen now? What's going to happen now? So yeah, so every episode, Tokyo. I knew it was. I was going to say Japan. I said no. Nobody's named Japan.
They're all named after cities.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just wait. Now that the Tokyo storyline continues. So
well, obviously, she's not, because you could tell they were building her to be a big part of the story.
Right.
But she is vengeful, though. She is. Like the other one, at the beginning, I thought Nairobi was more cold because I just got that feeling from her. But as the story evolved, to me, now it seems like Tokyo is more like, like she don't care about anybody. She'd call that girl out on her baby, like on deserting her kid. And
all right, just wait. I'm afraid I don't want to say too much because my timeline is off.
Yep, I'm going to continue to watch.
So and it's funny that you say that because in the flashbacks, when they go back to the house and they do the flashbacks, and then
yes,
they show how they build up the characters, and it's funny that you make that assessment because I can argue the other side, and then they're kind of the same.
They really are the same, but I'm sure they were going to show that side at different times.
Right. When it's relevant to
whatever is going on, or whatever, like people are, like whatever touches them at that point, or sets them off at that point.
And I like them all except for Arturito.
He is not a likable guy.
No. Oh wait, it gets worse. He's just not likable.
Not likable. He really is, to me, the sniveling guy that just does whatever he can do to get to the next moment.
And he makes it worse every time.
And he's what? How many? He caused that of the guy that they ended up smothering him with the pillow.
Right.
So I mean, he really caused that whole thing to happen. But it's like he doesn't even care because he's thinking about how am I going to survive. So when he set up that whole plan, and it hit the fan, he threw them all under the bus. Right. And he didn't care what happened.
Oh, just wait.
He just keeps doing things.
Just wait.
To get himself out of it. He's so. That's why, you know what? I hate to say it. When he went and saw his girlfriend with the other guy, with the guy, I was like, good for you. You didn't deserve her anyway.
So you're on part 3 then?
No, this is part 2.
You're towards the end of part 2 then?
Middle to end. Yeah.
So. If anybody hasn't watched,
I know I got a long way to go.
You got a long way to go.
It gets interesting.
It's hard to watch a lot of those though. There's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Is Tina doing her lunges? Is that what's happening?
Tina went for a run.
Oh, she went for a run. I was going to say she's been exercising. We started watching. We just finished the 2 seasons of Dead to Me.
That show was great.
Christina Applegate.
I've only watched, I think, maybe 3 episodes of that.
It's interesting.
It's interesting.
We watched the whole thing. I love it. And I didn't know it could go into like every turn. Like you didn't really.
Yeah, something else happened.
And you expect it to be a regular sitcom.
Right. But it's not.
And her, I don't even know her name. She was on ER. I was staring at her.
Yes.
Judy. And I'm going, I know this chick. I know, and, of course, when you watch all these new shows, you're always looking for who the actors are. And I finally realized, I'm like, ER. And she looks even better now.
Than she did, yeah. So what are you watching on TV, Marco? Now that you finished Money Heist.
Tina has me watching Working Moms.
That's funny too.
Yeah, hysterical.
That's funny too. I just finished.
Hysterical.
I haven't seen
hysterical.
I just finished.
I got to check that out. I need a little comedy.
We're ready for a new thing.
4 seasons. It's funny.
You're sweating because you just went for
on season 2 right now. Yeah.
So it's.
Oh yeah.
No, it's funny. You'll like it.
All right. Add it to the list. Now we just finished Dead to Me, so we're up to the next
episodes. I was like, it's done already.
Well, that's the problem with these shows, and I've said it many times. We keep moving on to another show. When we get out of this, there's no way
all those shows.
We're not going to be able to. And so finally, How to Get Away with Murder ended. So now I can catch up, and then that's done. Final, kaput, over. No, but all these other shows, and they've all, because of the success of people being home.
Oh yeah, right.
All of them have announced that they're going to film another season.
Yeah.
And I, the only thing I fear for Netflix and the streaming services is the fact that it could be an issue for them. They could go and spend all this money and re-up all these shows.
Yeah, you know what? I think people are
we truly going to be able to tune in like we were now?
Probably not like now, but I think people are still, because I think that people's TV habits are changed greatly.
Oh, yeah.
I worry more about network TV.
Oh, yeah.
Because now people, you know what? You know how awesome it is to sit through the whole show and not have to watch a commercial.
Yeah.
You know, how many people already tape their shows and fast forward?
Product placement is growing. I have to say,
how else are they going to get out
dead
there?
to me, the first time I noticed it, she was having a bottle of wine, and she wasn't just having any bottle of wine. She was having Jordan, which I enjoy on occasion,
right?
Because it's not cheap,
right?
But
it's not.
Product placement, Jordan. And it was like so funny because then it was all of a sudden it was turned when the new angle came on. I was like, oh, I wonder how much product placement they're getting.
Yeah.
And then even the white wine was Jordan, and then they had another, and then the other bottle was another brand of their vineyard.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of that. Are you okay?
I'm hot.
Yeah, I can see that. Tina's struggling.
It's really warm outside today.
It is.
Yeah,
Too warm.
you need some water or a cold rag. Yeah. You should relax. Tina went for a run. She's the only one that's actually exercising these days.
Well, no, you got to see. I brought 2 yoga mats downstairs. It only took 2 days. And we got our little dumbbells. Me and Ray do. I told you we do a little workout every morning.
What is it called?
What?
See, now you put yourself into this.
Qigong.
Yeah. You're doing Qigong. So before we get on the show,
it's like Tai Chi a little bit. It's like Tai Chi. It's just flowing movements.
Yeah, you do the little punch
and the little right.
But you guys don't get to see that. I can't show because she gets upset with me. So now she brought it up all on her own. So now we're going to talk Qigong at some point, and I want to put her on the spot. But before we go in. Marco, it's good. He's a good boy. You're very lucky. I mean, it's tough to not be able to do.
Yeah.
The larger thing is we're not doing a regular routine.
Well, and that's and that's the other thing is that if you're an active person like being here, we're up off our feet a lot of the day,
all day,
walking around, whatever we're doing, and even that. Yeah, thanks. As you don't realize like kind of how sedentary you kind of become at home. Yeah. And I try not to, but if I'm sitting there you're trying to get work done, or that's why this morning I said, look, as soon as that stuff is done, I'm going outside, and we were outside this morning. It was warm, but it was nice.
Yeah, it's gotten warmer. It's 77 degrees out now. If I want to. The other thing I wanted to ask the audience while we're talking about it. So we're talking about our regular routines that have been disturbed, and so anybody want to share their routines that have been disturbed, other than bowling, because we can't fix that right now. But and if it is bowling, what are you doing with that time?
Right, to kind of
replace it. Are you taking it in the house? Because I will say, like, my brother has does virtual. You've seen it
virtual
now. Virtual yoga, and he's got a gym class. He does 2 different ones. One's a Zoom call with friends, and then this live thing. And I showed a video of scaring the Jesus out of him. And I really would get some great content if I videotaped Anthony exercise.
That was funny. By the way.
But I will say every day he's like sharing something else, and for him it's replacing some of the gym.
Right.
So he's doing some cardio and the yoga in the house that he's able to, where he can't do other things.
Right.
But he does cherry pickers and all the little things. It's funny, but you have to do something with your time, and filling that isn't easy, especially when you're not doing your regular routine. Running around the block is one thing. And I do now see more people.
Yeah. Presley gets walked twice a day now.
So Brian, good question. So we're leading up to the weekend. So today is Friday. I can't believe 60 days. Episode 54 tomorrow. Double nickels. 55. We've got Pro Bowler Saturday tomorrow. Joe Cal comes into the studio with us, both Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow, now that I'm going to ask Naz, so tomorrow, Pro Bowler Saturday with the one and only
Wendy McPherson,
PWBA champion, USBC Hall of Famer, Wendy McPherson. Woof.
That's great. She's awesome. Wendy is.
I love.
Not only is she a great bowler, she's got a great personality.
She does.
Really, really good person. That's what we were talking about, Money Heist.
So she's going to be on tomorrow with us. And then Sunday, we're on at a special time. So tomorrow, 2 o'clock, regular time. Sunday, 1 o'clock.
Peter Body.
And who's Peter Body, Naz?
Peter Body is a writer for the Post and the Daily News. And he covers the New York Yankees and I believe the Rangers are the Islanders.
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 So, and we keep saying it, but for our Yankee fans, we're delivering some content that you don't have to be upset with us about. So Peter Body on Sunday, and then Monday, Will Smith and TJ John from the Staten Island Yankees are going to join us. Talk a little bit about what's happening at the Richmond County Bank Ballpark, their season, what that might or doesn't look like.
Interesting. What's going on?
And the minor league baseball landscape is continuing to change, and not necessarily for the better in some cases. Did you see that the latest news? We thought that the Staten Island Yankees were on the chopping block. The Cyclones might be on the chopping block before them, and the fact that they're going to move.
Say the chopping block.
But now the Cyclones, they're changing. Shutting it down, shutting the team down.
Shutting the program down?
Yeah, that was that was the last news. However, instead of shutting down Brooklyn, the latest news was that they're just moving them, changing divisions.
That's what I was going to say.
But initially, they were on the chopping block for.
That's what would happen.
Closing shops
would be for them to move into another division, or and that's crazy if they would take that franchise. Because
it makes no sense to me.
Super popular.
Yeah, especially in that neighborhood.
Yeah,
they always have people, but I don't know what it means.
The stadium is great. They get great crowds there. They have great pre-sold tickets. Yeah. I know that they do great.
And when they play here, they're of the better.
One of the better
draws.
Right. Well,
so it's very odd. We're going to talk to them a little bit about the business of minor league baseball on Monday.
Great.
But the articles are a little disturbing. I will say, and a lot of it has to do, the players aren't getting paid mega bucks. They're getting paid what they're getting paid. They are at the bottom of the totem pole. So anyway,
single A is
The Staten Island's Will Smith will be on Monday.
Now, and even though his wife is named Jada, she will not be joining.
We were talking about Rob Hart before, and what's the website to buy those books? There was a question there.
Bookshop.org.
So bookshop.org.
I will double check that, but I had it up here.
Okay. Bookshop.org was the other website that was recommended that supports
local bookshops
and artists. So bookshop.org, which would be the place that we recommend to go buy. And that was shared to us by Rob Hart. So check that out before you go on Amazon. They have just about everything. Even Dr. Dean's book we found on there.
Yeah, they have a lot of, and maybe even if it's not something they stock, it's something that they can get and ship out. But definitely support. Listen, Amazon definitely doesn't need any more of my money, and I know they don't need any more of anybody else.
Amazon's on my block every single day.
Mine too. Their truck is UPS, FedEx. I mean, this is a boom time for them.
So hey Naz. A meme of the day. Check this out. Hey, Marco, I want you to read the meme of the day.
It's hard to read with it.
It starts off with a year.
Oh.
A year is missing from your resume. What did you do in 2020? I washed my hands.
That's a funny one. That's cute, Frank. Good job.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like in the left-hand corner, it blocks our screen a little bit, so we can't always see what it says. That is pretty funny. Others appropriate. Hey, and then I was excited. It started off our day. I should have warned Marco because he did some work today. The banners up, but this arrived today. So this hangs out on Highland Boulevard as a little reminder to say thank you to our everyday heroes. Just a little something to spruce up.
Very nice.
The neighborhood.
Very, very thoughtful.
That was actually the nice thing I actually.
And how many? Today. And how many of them drive right past that to go to work, right down the block?
Everybody. Yeah, and then I was getting honked at while I was out there, which was pretty cool. So take photos, go outside the building, take some photos. Hashtag Staten Island Strong. Just a friendly reminder.
Maybe we can get Harry out there for a little while.
We'll send Harry out there. We should send Harry out.
Send him out there today when it's 90 degrees.
Now that's why Stephanie was here. I totally forgot. She took Harry. Harry is doing some special deliveries today with Stephanie and Kevin. I don't know if I'm allowed to share today, but I'll share it tomorrow when I get some video footage. Harry's on the move. Harry's making some special deliveries today.
Okay.
That is why Stephanie was here. See, now it all comes together. Tomorrow, 2:00, Wendy McPherson. Sunday, 1:00.
Peter Body,
not Bote.
not both. I tried to make his name bougie, but it's not. It's just regular.
And then we got another great week ahead. And then Jim Otto is borough president's going to join us on Tuesday.
You want to talk about a beard?
Oh, he looks. I'm going to tell him. I actually I texted him and said because yesterday's video, like his beard's been growing, but yesterday
it looked extra.
I sent him a funny, and he's a funny guy. And when you talk with him, especially via text and message, he's funny. Yeah. But yeah, his beard is no. This is nice.
Oh,
Jim Otto's beard is this color, and then he's got these white stripes, and it comes down to here now. Oh, it's rough, and he's not even trimming it. So he's gonna have a story behind the beard because he usually does. Right, he does the no shave November.
Yes, usually he does, but it doesn't look anything like this.
No, this is a 60-day beard. This is a it's
quarantine beard.
Jim, you're gonna have to trim, and we're gonna tell you that on Tuesday. But he's gonna have a story behind it, and that's cool too. And he's fun to talk to.
Yeah. And he cares about Staten Island. He's out there fighting and doing what he can.
Somebody very natural to step into that position.
Yeah.
He's been fighting for Staten Island for a long time. And as our borough president, I mean, it's not about politics by all means, especially when it comes to him.
Yeah.
Because he really does play nice in the arena.
It's about getting it done.
And he calls everybody out.
Yep.
And you could tell he's from Staten Island. Because when he gets excited, he gets excited. Well, anyway. We really did keep it.
Well,
real
we really did. Is he a Yankee fan?
Jim Otto?
Fan. He might be. He might be a Met fan. I don't know.
Good question.
That is a good question. I want to say Met fan.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody knows, but yeah, I want to say Met fan. I could be totally wrong, but we're gonna find that out before Tuesday.
Before Tuesday.
Oh. And then next Saturday, so this Saturday,
Wendy
McPherson, and next Saturday we have Shannon O'Keefe.
The girls are coming in. I love it.
Pro Bowler Saturday with Shannon O'Keefe the following Saturday. So anyway, so continue to watch, like and share our page. If you don't already like our page, like the page, not follow. If you watch us on YouTube, subscribe so you get that notification that Nazareth and Frank are live from Inside Rabs. Reminder, Marco and Tina are here. Arturo's here.
Order that pizza.
Gennaro's is open with whatever, just about whatever you want. We'll find a way to make it happen. If we can't, we don't have everything.
We'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. And we'll deliver. So takeout and delivery, curbside. It'll come to you with a nice smile. Tina loves to deliver. Just saying. That's one of Tina's favorite jobs. So don't miss out. Your favorite pizza is back. And we look forward to seeing you the next couple of days. Yeah. Tonight is bingo, so if you play bingo with us, you'll get another dose of Frankie. I apologize in advance. I think we're okay today.
Yeah.
Not as spent as yesterday.
No. Well, it started
out like he was watching a tennis match. I just want you to know. The whole time he said.
And the poor Marco, we could have sent him on his merry way, but I mean,
we wanted him to stay.
We wanted him to stay in the conversation.
It was good.
And he did shots. He did shots. Tina, he gave tips on how to make pizza at home. So if anybody's still watching, you go back and you can watch about making pizza at home. We talked about our favorite pizza. Arturo makes great pizza. He admitted that Arturo makes a better pie than him. Breaking news.
He's gonna want to raise.
And don't forget to send in your talent videos. Hey, we kept it real, but more importantly, Naz,
it was awesome.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.